The FIA has finally admitted that the new Formula One rules need to change. After weeks of complaints from drivers and teams, the sport's governing body held a massive crisis meeting on Thursday. The goal was to figure out how to fix the huge problems with the 2026 cars. And what they discussed during this meeting is going to have a massive impact on the rest of the season. The meeting took place between the FIA Formula One bosses and technical experts from all the teams. It was the first in a series of meetings planned for the month of April. The main topic on the agenda was energy management. This has been the biggest issue with the new cars so far. Drivers have been forced to do extreme amounts of lift and coast during races, which has led to some very dangerous situations on track. Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz have been the most vocal critics of the new rules. Verstappen even threatened to leave the sport if things did not improve. He called the new cars Formula E on steroids and said he would rather be playing Mario Kart. Sainz warned that the massive speed differences between cars could lead to a huge crash. And after Ollie Behrman's massive accident in Japan, the FIA finally realized they had to do something. During the meeting, the FIA released a statement confirming their commitment to making tweaks to the regulations. They said there was constructive dialogue on difficult topics. They also agreed that while the racing has been exciting so far, changes need to be made to the energy management rules. This is a massive admission from the FIA. They are basically admitting that they got the rules wrong and need to fix them immediately. So, what exactly are they planning to change? There are a few different options on the table. The first option is to increase the amount of super clipping allowed. Super clipping is when a driver harvests energy while still at full throttle. Currently, drivers are only allowed to harvest 250 kilowatts of energy while at full throttle, but they can harvest the full 350 kilowatts when they lift and coast. McLaren team boss Andrea Stella suggested increasing the super clipping limit to the full 350 kilowatts. This would mean drivers could harvest more energy without having to lift off the throttle so early. It would make the speed profile of the cars much more natural and reduce the massive closing speeds between cars. This is considered the safest and least extreme option on the table. Another option is to change the rules around energy deployment. The FIA could lower the maximum deployment from 350 kilowatts, or they could adjust the ramp down rate, which would make the electrical power last longer down the straights. This would stop the cars from suddenly losing power and becoming sitting ducks for the cars behind them. The FIA could also look at changing the harvesting rules again. Before the Japanese Grand Prix, they reduced the amount of energy drivers could recover during a qualifying lap from 9 megajoules to 8 megajoules. This was done to reduce the amount of superclipping needed in qualifying, but they could go even further for the races. Some teams have suggested reducing the limit to 6 megajoules. If they reduce the limit to 6 megajoules, drivers would not have to rely so much on lift and coast. They could push harder with the energy they have. The downside is that it would make the cars significantly slower. Initial estimates suggest lap times could increase by more than 2 seconds at some tracks. But if it means the drivers can actually push the cars to the limit instead of driving like taxi drivers, it might be a price worth paying. These potential changes are actually great news for Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. Both drivers have been struggling under the current rules. Mercedes has been absolutely dominating the 2026 season so far. Kimi Antonelli and George Russell have won all 3 races and the sprint. Meanwhile, Red Bull has dropped right back into the midfield, and McLaren is fighting to hold on to 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. Verstappen has been incredibly frustrated with his car after finishing a disappointing 8th place at the recent Japanese Grand Prix. He admitted that they are nowhere near the top teams right now. Red Bull is currently sitting 5th in the constructor standings, level on points with Alpine. That shows just how much they are struggling to understand the complex new energy systems. McLaren is in a slightly better position, sitting 3rd in the standings, but they are still miles behind Mercedes and Ferrari. Lando Norris has been struggling to find consistent pace in his car. The team has not been able to fight for wins like they did last year. If the FIA changes the rules and simplifies the energy management, it could completely reset the competitive order. It could wipe out the massive advantage that Mercedes currently has. This is why the dialogue during the meeting was described as difficult. Mercedes obviously does not want the rules to change. They have built the fastest car and they want to keep winning. But the teams that are struggling, like Red Bull, are pushing hard for massive tweaks. They know that a rule change is their best chance of getting back to the front of the grid. The FIA has laid out a strict timeline for these changes. They are holding another meeting on the 15th of April to discuss the sporting regulations. Then the technical experts will meet again on the 16th of April to finalize the technical details. Finally, the team bosses will meet with the FIA on the 20th of April to vote on the proposed changes. If the changes are approved, they will be implemented in time for the Miami Grand Prix at the start of May. This means the teams have less than a month to prepare for a potentially massive rule change. It is going to be a frantic few weeks in the factories as the engineers try to figure out how to adapt their cars to the new rules. The enforced April break has given the teams a chance to catch their breath and focus on development, but it has also given the FIA a chance to review the rules and make changes. The cancellation of the races in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia created a natural gap in the calendar, and the FIA is using this gap to try and fix the problems with the 2026 cars. The pressure is on the FIA to get this right. The drivers have made it very clear that they are not happy with the current situation. They want cars that they can push to the limit, not cars that force them to lift and coast halfway down the straights. If the FIA does not make the right changes, the drivers will continue to complain and the fans will start to lose interest. Formula 1 is supposed to be the pinnacle of motorsport. It is supposed to be about the fastest cars and the best drivers in the world pushing the limits of what is possible. But right now, it feels more like an economy run. The drivers are spending more time looking at their steering wheels and managing their energy than they are actually racing. The meeting on Thursday was a step in the right direction. The FIA has finally acknowledged the problem and is working on a solution, but the real test will be what changes they actually implement. Will they go for a small tweak like increasing super clipping, or will they go for a massive overhaul like reducing the energy limit to 6 megajoules? Whatever they decide, it is going to have a massive impact on the rest of the season. The Miami Grand Prix could look very different from the first 3 races of the year. We could see a completely different competitive order with new teams fighting at the front, and we could finally see the drivers pushing the cars to the absolute limit. The next few weeks are going to be crucial for the future of Formula 1. The FIA has to balance the demands of the drivers, the teams, and the fans. They have to find a solution that makes the cars safer and more exciting to drive without completely ruining the competitive balance of the sport. It is a massive challenge, but it is one they have to get right. The drivers are not going to back down on this issue. Carlos Sainz made it very clear that the Grand Prix Drivers Association is united on this front. They have warned the FIA that massive accidents will keep happening if the rules are not changed. And after the terrifying crash in Suzuka, nobody can ignore their warnings anymore. The teams are also feeling the pressure. They have spent millions of dollars developing these new cars, and now they might have to throw a lot of that work away. The engineers are going to have to work overtime to figure out how to optimize their cars for the new rules. But in the end, the most important thing is the racing. The fans want to see the best drivers in the world fighting wheel to wheel, not lifting and coasting to save energy. If the FIA can find a way to fix the rules and bring back the excitement, it will be a massive win for the sport. But if they get it wrong, it could be a disaster. What do you guys think about the proposed rule changes? Do you think the FIA should increase super clipping or reduce the energy limit? And do you think these changes will help Max Verstappen and Lando Norris get back to the front? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments down below.